What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here, Chris's MMA Universe. I hope everybody out there is having a great day. And I wanted to post this video really quick because there were some articles I was reading that came out some months ago where Cody Garbrandt was thinking about starting a new chapter away from Team Alpha Male, where he was actually thinking about leaving Team Alpha Male. And I know there was an article where there was also an interview that came out with Uriah Faber sitting with Dan Hardy, and it seemed like it was indirectly towards Cody Garbrandt. What he was saying seemed like he was kind of indirectly talking about Cody Garbrandt, and on what he was saying, where becoming a father, kind of he sees that some people becoming a father can soften their aggression or just soften them as far as fighters. And he was talking about Cody Garbrandt is the feeling that I got, and it just appeared that way. So I'm not sure if Cody Garbrandt and Uriah Faber were actually having issues, because that is something that was kind of surfacing as well, where Cody Garbrandt and Uriah Faber, I guess, weren't really seeing eye to eye. And I'm not sure if that is the main reason on why Cody Garbrandt is thinking about leaving, or actually leaving and just calling it quits with Team Alpha Male. Now, some things do kind of remind me of the whole TJ Dillashaw situation, where TJ Dillashaw ended up leaving Team Alpha Male, and he actually spoke on how it was with his gym experience there. And now, I'm not really sure if you want to take this and actually believe it from TJ Dillashaw saying what he said. He could have been saying some things to, throw some dirt on Team Alpha Male's name because of, the whole dispute that was going on. But, take this with, as much as you want on whether or not you want to believe it. Now, I'm just going to say a few things that he said. I'm not going to exactly, I'm going to paraphrase here, but he was saying that they trained way too much. They sparred way too much is what I mean. And, how there just wasn't really any specific coaching going on, where Uriah Faber was just kind of like, just had a very big ego, and he was just worried about making money, supposedly, and, things like that, where Uriah Faber wasn't really looking at anyone in specific. There wasn't really any real, like I said, any really real coaching going on, where everybody just sparred really hard, and there wasn't really anything specific on what you were working on, to actually try and win the fight. Now, but going back, Cody Garbrandt did gain the bantamweight championship, and he gained that crown while he was firmly with Team Alpha Male, and he was firmly with Uriah Faber. So he did gain that and actually got an undecisive win. I mean, he got a spectacular win with a spectacular performance against Dominick Cruz, and gave Dominick Cruz his only second loss, which his one and only loss came to the hands of Uriah Faber. But this is some years ago. I mean, this is a very long time ago, where Dominick Cruz went on a nearly long, like pretty much decade win streak, where he just did not get a loss until he met Cody Garbrandt, where Cody Garbrandt, I mean, let's just say what happened. He embarrassed Dominick Cruz. He just destroyed him on the feet. He was just hitting him at will, and he was having fun. Cody Garbrandt was having fun in there with Dominick Cruz, and especially against an opponent that despised the whole Team Alpha Male, and Team Alpha Male did not like Dominick Cruz, mainly because of their boss at Team Alpha Male, the founder of Team Alpha Male, Uriah Faber, did not like Dominick Cruz as well. So, it was like a spectacular win for Team Alpha Male, and a spectacular win, especially for Cody Garbrandt, being pretty much, like a very, very good friend, being very close to Uriah Faber at the time, and actually got that win, and just felt so good. I know, he must have felt on top. I mean, being undefeated, he beat somebody that Team Alpha Male did not like, and then that person did not like Team Alpha Male in Dominick Cruz, and actually just, he must have felt on top of the world. Who wouldn't, right? Undefeated champion, beat somebody that your entire team despised and did not like, because it seemed like Dominic Cruz was beating everybody from Team Alpha Male that they were trying to throw at him. And actually, not too long before that, actually beat Uriah Faber again. So, but going back to Cody Garbrandt leaving Team Alpha Male, if that were to happen, Dominic Cruz, Cody Garbrandt would actually leave Team Alpha Male, I do believe that if Cody Garbrandt, whether he were to leave Team Alpha Male and go somewhere else and surround himself with some, specific coaches that can actually teach him, certain strategies to control his aggression so much in fights, that cost him wins with his last 3 fights that ended in 3 knockouts in a row for Cody Garbrandt. And we're talking about also 2 fights that happened in a row, back-to-back championship fights, where Cody Garbrandt's heart was broken twice, those both times against TJ Dillashaw. So, I mean, both fights, you can go back and check out both fights, and they both ended just about the same way in about, I think they also both ended in round 2, where, he got knocked out the same way. He rocked TJ Dillashaw in round 1, and then got it ended for him. So, where it didn't go his way in the worst possible way, with all the trash talk that was going on beforehand. And, it was just this whole thing where TJ Dillashaw left Team Alpha Male, like I was saying. And then now if Cody Garbrandt were to leave Team Alpha Male, how's that going to look on his part? But that's just the thing. I'm hoping he doesn't look at it in that way. And I'm hoping that something gets done where, like I said, whether he were to leave, where there was some rumor surfacing as well, where he was going to go over to Mark Henry, Mark Henry's gym, and actually train with Mark Henry and the guys over there. But whether he were to leave or just get some better coaching, there could be, Cody Garbrandt could have possibly still been the champion to this day if he would just learn to control his aggression in fights, keep his emotions out of it when he went against TJ Dillashaw, and just stay sharp. And most importantly, I would say, keep your hands up in the fight, right? But I'm not going to go into the whole strategies of a fight here. I'm just saying, if he were to get some better coaching and just actually, like I said, learn some strategies to try to control your emotions. I know it's kind of hard for some fighters. You're going to go into a fight with some emotions, feeling some type of, nervousness and anxiety and stuff like that. But you have to learn how to control those emotions as best as possible. And I do not believe Cody Garbrandt went in there trying to control anything, where he just relied on his hands, where he has phenomenal boxing, and he, he seen some success in the round 1s with TJ Dillashaw, but then just went back out there trying to take his head off, and then look what happened, where, like I said, his last 3 fights were KOs, and it's not looking good for Cody Garbrandt unless he makes a change. And I do not believe, I'm not saying he should just turn his back on his team. I am not saying that. But I know that the head coach that was actually there, and actually ended up leaving, where they're just saying that, I guess there's some things that changed in Team Alpha Male. I'm not going to go into too much specifics about the actual Team Alpha Male, because I'm not blaming Team Alpha Male. I'm just saying that if Cody Garbrandt were to get some better training and actually, like I said, control his aggression and just go into fights a little different, bring your skill set, but just sharpen some, just some rough edges there, and just, smooth out the rough edges, and sharpen some tools that he has already, he can go in there and make everything just turn around for him. He's still very young. He's only 28 years old. And I see him being able to turn things around. But I just think he just needs to seek out some better coaches, you know, where he can actually go out there, control his aggression, and just make things work for him and turn things around. I would really like to see some things turn around for Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt is actually one of my favorite fighters, and I would hate to see that, you know, he goes into his next fight and ends up losing that one in a devastating way, just like his last 3 fights. I mean, I would really like to see him come back and, you know, just be the fighter that he was when he was the champion. And, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video. I really want to know what you guys think about Cody Garbrandt overall, on what do you think he should do, what do you think has been done, what do you think he can do. If you like this video, make sure to put a like. If you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe. I thank all you guys for your support, and I'll see all you guys in the next one.